All right, everyone, we have Brittany Ratcliffe. Jason, go ahead.
Hi, Brittany. Thanks for speaking with us.
How's it going?
Hanging in there. How about you?
Yes, also hanging in there.
I just asked Jonah about this. Obviously, you got to sort of experience firsthand. I don't think the team has dominated possession as much as they had in the first half of last week's game. It was really kind of piling up pretty much all of it in that stretch. How do you think the team did with that, given that? It's maybe been the goal to get that sort of dominance all the time versus maybe certain games it hasn't been as easy as it looked last week.
Can you ask your question again?
Sure.
Sorry.
There was obviously a lot of possession last week, especially in the first half. I was wondering how you maybe saw it playing out in terms of the team moving in that direction and being able to control a game that way, as opposed to maybe through the press or some other methods.
I see. Sorry, I didn't understand.
No, that's fine. I didn't ask it very well the first
No,
time.
you did a great job. It's me, it's not you. No, I think soccer with any sport, it's like it's going to be some games you're going to have to press really high and get the ball back in that way. Other games, you have possession for long periods of time, and then that's the way the game goes. Obviously, you want to have possession more than not. You want to have possession the whole game because that means you have the ball. You don't have to defend. You get more chances and all of that. But I definitely think it was good to have a little bit more possession and get into the flow of things because I think the more we play together and the more we have the ball and we're able to make decisions, it just builds our chemistry. So obviously it's great to have the ball, but we also have to understand that not every game will be like that. We have to be able to defend. We have to be able to attack well. We have to be able to do all the things. And it's still early, like I feel like it feels like it's been a year already, but it's still early and we're still like getting used to each other, getting used to the chemistry, getting used to things. So it takes time but I think we do a good job of adapting to whatever the game gives us. So I think that's a strength of ours.
And kind of along those lines, you mentioned the chemistry. It's been a lot of players have been unavailable. Some big personalities have been, they're not in training. They maybe come out at the end and watch that part, but that's kind of it. How has the team sort of dealt with that on the mentality cohesion level where every week it seems like maybe someone comes back and then someone else is unavailable? How are you navigating that?
Yeah, obviously at the end of the day, you want everyone to be 100% healthy and everyone to play and all is well, but that's doesn't happen. That's sports. Like bad things happen all the time. But I think our team does a really good job of like getting along like off the field. We are all really good friends. We all get along. We all trust each other. We all value each other and we're all supporting each other in whatever that is, whether you're playing, whether you're injured, whether you're out for a long time, a short time, we all support each other. And I definitely think that helps in terms of building camaraderie and building chemistry off the field because we're such good people and we all get along really well. In terms of on the field, I think we recognize that we're all good players. We all have strengths that make us special and make us unique. And at our practices, we are always trying to get better and develop not only our individual selves, but get better as a team. And I think that helps that even if someone is out, we know the person behind them is ready to do the job just as well. So while it's great that we want everyone to be healthy and available, we also recognize that that's not always possible, but we have a good team that we can rally behind any situation. So yeah, it's just supporting each other in whatever journey we have and knowing that we can trust anyone to get the job done, no matter who they are.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep.
Over to Andre.
Hey, Brittany, thanks for taking the time speaking with us. Had a question for you about your role in this team because you were very integral to both goals against Louisville, and I thought that was a fantastic play from you in two very different ways. How are you finding ways to kind of be multifaceted and effective in that way? Like even if you're not getting the actual assist or the goal, you're still able to contribute to the team being scoring a goal in the final third.
Yeah, for me, as long as we win at the end of the day, I don't care how it gets done. And I feel like that's always been my motto. Whatever the team needs, I'll do it. I love this team. I love playing for this team. I love the girls. I love everything about it. So whatever the team needs on that given day, I'll do what's asked of me and do what it takes. And I think it goes back to what I was saying earlier about the camaraderie and the chemistry. Like we all practice together, we all do the same things, but we all support each other. And my teammates support me, I support them. So it makes it easy on game day to go out there and play for our team because I know that the person next to me, the person behind me, if I make a bad pass, if I make a good pass, that they're behind me and they're supporting me. So I think playing for this team makes it really easy to do that. And like I said, at the end of the day, whatever it takes to win a game, I'm going to make sure that we get that job done.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, even if it means absorbing Taylor Flint fans. Um, I wanted to ask about a bit of the piece of the camaraderie with the team that we don't get to see. We see a lot on social media and all of that, which is great to see. But Jonah, we just spoke with him and he talked about in training, he wants the team to be positive, kind of really encouraging. What does that look like on a daily basis? What are some of the things that the team does to maintain that positivity in training sessions?
Yeah, I think like I said earlier, it starts off the field. You know, you have to build the sense of trust and enjoyment and just like enjoying the people you spend every day with. And I think we do a good job of in the locker room, like, hey, it's the simple things like, good morning, how are you feeling? We have a team full of really good human beings. They're great soccer players, but they're good humans, and that makes it easy off the field to get along. In terms of positivity on the field, I think a lot of people can think, oh, positivity is like being positive, everything's going to be okay, good job. Like, and it's not just that. Yes, that's important. If someone makes a bad pass, like, hey, next one, you know, instead of screaming at them and saying, oh, you're terrible at soccer. Like, we don't do that, you know. But it also comes with holding people accountable, and saying, hey, it needs to be better. Hey, play the right foot, ball speed. Like, I think it's not just being positive. That's super important. It's also knowing that we have a high standard and holding ourselves to that high standard. And that's the positivity we like to uphold. You know, it's positive, enjoying each other, being optimistic, but also saying like, hey, we have a high standard. Let's keep this standard.
I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep.
We'll go to Roy and then wrap up with Andy.
Hi, Brittany. Thanks
Hi.
for your time here. I wanted to follow up on Andre's question about your role on the team. Just thinking about Jonah mentioned specifically this idea of being unpredictable and being able to do a lot of different things. You talked about a few different folks playing different positions and different halves and things like that. Um, I just wonder, like in this environment, in this, being ready to help the team win. Like, what are the things that you would say this year that you are proudest of that you have begun to fold into your game that we might see a little bit more of as the season goes on?
Um, I think if you guys know me, I like never gas myself up at all. So it's a hard question to ask. But no, I think for me, the things that I'm proud of, or I think you can be proud of something and still want to work on things. I think what I'm proud of or what I'm continuing to work on is just like my decision making and taking what the game is giving me and doing, hey, in this situation, I need to do this. In this situation, I need to do that. And that comes offensively and defensively. And for me, I think I just think work ethic is huge. I think at the end of the day, sometimes you can't control your touch. You may have a bad touch that day, but you can always control how hard you work. And I feel like throughout my entire career, I've prided myself on like working really hard and like bringing this energy and bringing this again positive uplifting energy, and I'm gonna work as hard as I can every minute that I'm on the field. So I think, yeah, I think that's the most important thing, and I think what I pride myself on is just like having a really good work ethic. So yeah, that's what I'm proud of.
Awesome. Thank you.
And Andy wraps up.
Sorry if I have some noise interference in the background.
I hear
That-
nothing.
That's okay, good. Wanted to ask a little bit specifically about Orlando because you obviously have some recent experience playing against them in the Challenge Cup. How are you all kind of preparing to approach this game differently, if at all?
Yeah, I think how can I answer this? I think every game is different. You know, you play Orlando, we played Louisville last weekend. Every game is different. You know, every team is different. This team is so competitive. Any team can win on any given day. It's a really difficult league to play in, and every team is really good. So in that regard, every game's different. But I think for us, we have to do a good job of following our game plan and following the things that make us special and doing the things that make us unique and make us be successful. And so I feel like, yes, doing the things we're good at, but also like looking at the Louisville game, looking at the games we played previously, like, hey, what can we work on? What can we improve? And then implementing that into this game. Obviously, we played Orlando earlier this year, but none of that matters because today is a new game, this weekend is a new game. And so for us, we just need to focus on us and what makes us special and what we need to do to win the game. So yes, the game's different, but at the end of the day, we have to worry about us and what we need to do.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, everybody. We will see you all Saturday evening.
Thank you.